Hello, everybody. I'm Nadine, and I want to tell you a little bit about my experience at a Look Good, Feel Better skincare and makeup workshop and how that led to me becoming a volunteer. So, my story, a little bit about me so that you know, I had a breast cancer diagnosis at the end of 2022. My treatment plan was full on chemotherapy, two lots of surgery, and radiotherapy. And my Look Good, Feel Better workshop that I attended was when I was right in the middle of that treatment. I was, to be honest, quite nervous about going. I wanted to go. I'd heard about these wonderful workshops from people that I knew, but also I'd seen it online. I thought this is a wonderful thing to experience and do for myself. But I was nervous. As I say, I was in the middle of my treatment. I had lowered immunity, so I wasn't going out much. So a social event for me was a bit scary. But also, I didn't know how I'd be. I was quite tired with my treatment. It was in the evening, the workshop I was going to attend. So I was nervous about that. And just being sociable. I was not being sociable at that time. I felt a bit rotten from time to time due to my treatment. My skin was really bad. I had no eyebrows, no eyelashes, sore skin. Everything was different about me. My hair wasn't there either. And I was nervous, but I wanted to go. And I did feel that I would be supported. So I braved all of those things I've just said, and I booked up for my wonderful workshop, skincare and makeup workshop. When I got there, I was made really, really welcome right from the start, welcomed in. It was wonderful. I just felt so pleased to be there. Sat down, started talking to the people around me. Everyone has a cancer experience, so we have things in common. So to share that with this group of people was wonderful. I really enjoyed that connection. I really enjoyed the fact that I could talk to like-minded people. As I say, I've been quite isolated through my treatment, so that was a gift, something I wasn't expecting. And then it was wonderful to be shown how to use products on my skin and how to do my eyebrows. I didn't have any at the time, as I say, and how to do my makeup. I had no eyelashes either. So I used to do makeup, but everything had changed for me. My skin had changed. My way of doing makeup needed to change. So I was there to learn, and I learned a lot. It was wonderful. So it was a really good experience for me. And I felt my confidence rising as I was going through the evening. I think I was there for a couple of hours, and I could feel that sort of warmth and that care and that love from everybody, and my confidence was rising in my ability to do my makeup as well and know that my skin was being nourished with the products and to do my makeup in a different way. As I say, I needed that education, but also the confidence that I was out and I was talking to people that understood me and cared. So that was a wonderful feeling for me to actually experience that. The workshop has impacted me personally. As I say, emotionally, it really boosted my confidence. I knew that I could go out, obviously still looking after myself. And practically, as I say, learning all these tips, learning how to look after my skin that I didn't really recognize and how to do my makeup in a different way was so, so valuable. Um, I was inspired to become a volunteer actually right in the middle of that workshop. The lovely ladies that run the workshop were so caring and kind and really made me feel so welcome, made everyone feel so welcome and looked after, that I was sitting there right in the middle of this workshop going, oh my goodness, this is such a wonderful experience. When I feel better, when I'm through the worst of my treatment, I want to do this too. So that was actually what made me decide to be a volunteer. I vowed to myself there and then that's what I would do. And so when I started to feel a bit better, probably another 6 months down the line, I looked up what I needed to do and did there was a little bit of online training to do, connecting with the people that run all of this. And I had my first observation, because that's what you do first, you get to watch a workshop so that you can really see what goes on. That was actually on the 10th of July. Gosh, it's got to be 2024, hasn't it? Yeah, 20. Oh, I don't know, 10th of July. As I say, about 6 months after that. And then a little while later, I was to actually attend my first workshop as a volunteer with the other two that had been at my workshop that I went to and the one that I observed. So that was wonderful. I felt part of a wonderful team. Um, my observation was in St Leonard's in East Sussex. I'm in Hastings, St Leonard's, and the first workshop was at Bexhill, so very close to me. They're the local ones that I attend. And it has been amazing. My volunteer experience has been so wonderful. It gives me so much to be able to give back in the way that I receive this wonderful care and education and just feeling part of a community, as I say, like-minded people coming together. It's been a wonderful experience for me to actually be giving back in the form of being a volunteer for Look Good, Feel Better at these wonderful skincare and makeup workshops. I really, really get so much from it. And I feel that these workshops are so important for the people that attend, myself included when I attended, because it is that boost of confidence. It is exactly what people need when they're in the middle of their treatment. I know that workshops are available for people however far away from their treatment they are. But if you do attend in the middle, it's a great boost. And like I felt, I was nervous, it boosted my confidence. It gave me some education, some knowledge, and some lovely products to try. But it is important at any stage of your cancer diagnosis, your treatment, recovery. It's a real bonding experience. So that's why I think it's important. But as I say, if you're right in the middle of your treatment, as I was, then it is a wonderful confidence boost and a way for you to know that you can go out, you can be cared for, and you feel really special. And I honestly feel that it says exactly what it is on the tin. Look good, feel better. You look good when you come through your workshop and you feel so, so much better. So it's a big, big boost. And I see that with people time and time again now that I'm a volunteer. You get a group of people, they arrive a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious, like I was myself. And then you just see their confidence grow, their enjoyment grow as the evening goes on, and they end up looking good and feeling better. So I love the title. I love it. Couldn't say it better. So I would say to anyone that's thinking about attending a workshop, and I have done, I encourage people all the time to attend workshops. I talk about it all the time because I love it so much. Yes, you might feel nervous, and that's understandable, and that's fine. But you will be looked after. All the safety measures are in place to look after your immunity. You can really attend, you can sit back if you want to, you can join in as little or as much as you want to. But I always encourage people to attend because I know how good they will feel. And I've had it from people, I've had lovely feedback from people who were nervous and said, oh, you encouraged me to attend, and I'm so glad I did. So that is what I would say to anyone who's attending a workshop for the first time if they're feeling nervous or unsure. And anyone that's thinking about volunteering, if you think this is something that you'd like to do, like as I say, I did, I really wanted to give back. I didn't know if I'd be able to do it. I didn't know what was involved, but you're so supported from the moment when I rang up to inquire about it. I got so much support. As I say, there was a little bit of online training, so easy to do. And again, you get lots of support. Then you have the wonderful people you can connect with, the volunteers in your area. They are so supportive and wonderful. There's two lovely ladies I work with, and it's great. They really support me. And then you observe a class, and you can ask all your questions, find out a bit more, and then you can start volunteering, but still with tons of support. There's support all around. So if you're thinking about volunteering, get in touch, find out where your local area is, who you can connect with, and get started because you won't regret it. And I'd just like to say, I obviously have a cancer lived experience. You don't have to be a volunteer. The two ladies I work with haven't got experience of cancer themselves, but they've cared for people, they understand, and they have their own reasons for wanting to be volunteers. So just remember that that isn't one of the necessary criteria. And also that some people that I've spoken to are worried about whether they'd be able to commit to workshops. The commitment is quite low, so you don't have to attend every one. I've only missed one in the whole time I've been doing it, just because something else cropped up. But that's okay. You don't have to do them all, but I find I want to do them all because they're so much fun and I get so much from them. And I just lastly, just to say what I have gained and learned through part of being the Look Good, Feel Better volunteer that I am for the skincare and makeup workshops. I have gained myself confidence. I have gained a lot of experience in helping people and supporting people when they need it the most. And obviously, the little bit, the tips about makeup and skincare that I'm learning all the time, continuing learning. But more than anything, as I say, it's just a wonderful, I feel so good. It does help me as a volunteer look good and feel better as well. So that's really my experience and what I've gained from being a volunteer. So if you're thinking about it, as I say, don't sit on the fence, get in touch with someone, look up your head office, find out where your local workshops are and see what you can do and get involved because you won't regret it.